because each party present here today is signing to join the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, and therefore it has to sign individually. So the order of business is as follows: that the leaders, the party leaders of the founding constituent parties of Kenya Kwanza Alliance, and this microphone is not great, the party leaders of the founding constituent parties of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance Party will take a permanent seat on the podium, the three of them. And after that, the signatory of each party that is signing the parties will sit to my right. I call the party that is being admitted into the coalition. The two signatories of each party will sit on the table on my left. We will administer the signing of the attestation, and before the party officials who have signed step down, they will take a photo with the party leaders of UDA, ANC, and for Kenya, and they will step down. We call the next party, and then at the end, all the parties one common vote. After that, we will listen to a few remarks by the party leaders in the order in which I will describe. It's now my singular honor and duty to request His Excellency William Ruto, His Excellency Musalia, and His Excellency Moses Masika Wetangula to take their seats at the on the right of this rostrum. Welcome, Your Excellencies. Thank you very much. Just for emphasis, each party signing today is signing a document they have read, understood, and agreed consensually to sign, just for the avoidance of doubt. It's now my honor and privilege to invite the National Chairperson and Secretary General of Chama Chakazi to take, and the party leader backing them, to take the seats on my left. Welcome, Chairperson, Secretary General.
With them to do.
Thank you. I can't see the party leader, but I'm sure. Here he is. Karibu MK. Thank you, DJ. We have used the alphabetical order of the parties signing, and therefore the order in which they are called does not reflect any other order except the alphabetical order. Thank you, DJ. It is now my duty to call the party leader, chairman, and secretary general of Chama cha Kazi to take a photo with the leaders, the party leaders of UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, there is a small lapse. We ask you to step back and take a photo display to the public. We're sorry about that. A round of applause for Chama cha Kazi. Chama cha Kazi is now officially a constituent party of Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite the national chairman and secretary general of the Communist Party of Kenya. A round of applause for the Honorable Mwandawiro Muganga, National Chairperson of the Communist Party of Kenya. Asante, na Secretary General. Thank you, DJ. I now request the National Chairperson and Secretary General of the Communist Party of Kenya and the party leaders of UDA, ANC, and for Kenya to step forward for a photo opportunity.
How are you?
It is now my pleasure, on behalf of the legal team here, to declare and attest that the Communist Party of Kenya is now a constituent party of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. Thank you, thank you. That is the Communist Party of Kenya. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, excellencies, it is now my pleasure to invite the Chairperson and Secretary General of Devolution Party of Kenya to step forward and take seats on the left of the last room. Thank you, DJ. I now request Chairperson of Devolution Party of Kenya with the party leaders of UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, on behalf of the legal team, I now pronounce that the Devolution Party of Kenya is now a constituent party of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. Thank you very much. I think we are making good progress. It is now my pleasure and privilege to request Excellencies, distinguished guests, I now request the party leader and the natural chairperson of the Farmers' Party to step forward for a photo opportunity. Oh, we haven't, oh, sorry. I'm moving very fast. I think this is the right time to now request the party leader, national chairperson, the Farmers' Party to step forward for a photo with the party leaders of UNC at Fort Kenya. Thank you very much. As is the custom, I must say the following. That I now confirm and attest that the Farmers' Party is now a constituent party of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. Thank you very much. I would like to apologize to the next party I'm calling because I should have called them earlier. I think there was an oversight. It is now my honor and privilege to request the chairperson and the Secretary General of the Economic Freedom Party to step forward and take their seats at the podium. Please encourage them with Thank you, DJ. Party leader and chairperson of chairperson and Secretary General of Economic Freedom Party, please come forward for your photo with the leaders of UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya. Very well. At this juncture, I request that the party leader and national chairman, and Secretary General, the party leader and Secretary General of the Service Party to step forward and take their seats. Chairman, I think there was a...
Declare EFC officially. The party.
And as they take their seats, as the service parties take their seats, I now confirm, attest, and declare that the Economic Freedom Party is now a constituent party of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. It's now the turn for the service party to sign. I now request the party leader, the national chairperson, and the Secretary General of the Service Party to step forward for a photo opportunity with the leaders of UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya. Very well. I now attest, confirm, and declare to the nation that the Service Party is now a constituent party of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. It is now my duty and pleasure to invite the party leader and the Secretary General of Tujibebe wa Kenya Party to step forward and take their seats in the podium. Point of correction, it is the party leader and the national chairman. And the SG can also come. Karibuni. Yeah, please let's make haste, please. I request we reduce unnecessary greetings. Colleagues, kindly, this is a very solemn occasion. I kindly request we keep discipline. You greet the person you are supposed to greet at the right time. It's now the party leader, the national chairperson, and the Secretary General of Tujibebe wa Kenya Party. Thank you, DJ. For the record, we would like to announce that the Democratic Party of Kenya signed an agreement and is a member, a constituent party of Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Therefore, they are already members from Saturday, and the party leader, Speaker Justin Muturi, is present. Thank you very much. I now request the party leader, the national chairperson, and the Secretary General of Tujibebe wa Kenya Party to step forward for the photo opportunity with the leaders of UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya. Asante. Each of the parties that are joining Kenya Kwanza Alliance today will get one original copy of the agreement they have signed after it has been stamped and commissioned in accordance with the requirements of the third schedule of the Political Parties Act of 2011 as amended. I now request the last for today by alphabet, the leaders, the signatories of the Umoja Maendeleo Party, the party leader and the Secretary General to step forward and take their seats at the podium. Thank you, DJ. I request the party leader and the Secretary General of Umoja Maendeleo Party to step forward for a photo opportunity with the leaders of UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya. Just wait. My colleagues, the advocates who are doing this job, we've come to the end of this legal part. I request kindly His Excellency William Ruto, Excellency Mudavadi, Excellency Wetangula, to take photos with your lawyers, and then we will have one other photo and we will close. Please, the Secretary General of UDA, Ford Kenya, and ANC, come forward for this photo. Thank you, DJ. And now, before I forget, I declare, confirm and attest that the Umoja na Maendeleo Party is now officially a constituent party of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance coalition. Finally, all the party leaders present today, please step forward for our final photo of the day and closure of this session. Party leaders only. The party leaders who are present today.
Everything you put your hand, go walk. You never open doors. You said go be a boss. Amen.
the national chairpersons of all these parties represented here, please step forward and join this photo. And this is the last one, the very last one.
And then, before you take it down, you hold your hand.
Yes.
Take it down.
I now request everybody on stage to take their seats. And thank you very much for your patience. The legal process is slow and painful, but it's very necessary to avoid the kind of things we are hearing from the other side. Isn't it? We had to do it right. We are very sorry for taking a bit of time. Allow me now to ask everybody on stage to take their seats as I invite the party leader of UDA and Kenya Kwanza presidential flag bearer, His Excellency William Ruto, to make his remarks and invite a few of his colleagues as he may deem necessary. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My colleagues, leaders of political parties present, chairmen, secretary generals, party officials, members of parliament present, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Hamjambo. Basi, nikisema Kenya Kwanza, tunasema kazi ni kazi. Nikisema kazi ni kazi, tunasema pesa mfukoni. Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza. Kazi ni kazi. Kazi ni kazi. That's where we start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a historic moment. In these grounds today, we have come together, the coalition of the willing, the coalition of the free, to there are many coalitions in town, but this is a coalition with a difference. The alliance we put together today is the alliance of the free, the alliance of the willing. The other side have the alliance of the intimidated, and the alliance of the blackmailed, and the alliance of the coerced. There is a world of a difference between what is going on here and what is going on elsewhere. The alliance we put together today is an alliance about changing the economy of our country. We have discussed long and hard about the priority of our nation. And we have all come to the conclusion that it is the economy. And that's why this alliance is about changing the economy so that we can transform our nation, change the fortunes of our citizens, and put money in people's pockets. The alliance on the other side is about changing the Constitution. That's where the difference is. The alliance we put together this afternoon is the alliance about the people, about the citizens of the great Republic of Kenya, about the people issues, the jobs for our young people, transforming agriculture and using it to put money in millions of the people of Kenya. It's about making every hustle to matter and to count. It's an alliance about the people of Kenya. The other side is an alliance about leaders and about sharing power and about sharing positions. Ladies and gentlemen, the difference between what we are doing this afternoon and what our competitors are doing is like day and night. This afternoon, we come here as free people, consciously, deliberately engaging ourselves in this exercise. As you have heard from our lawyers, every person who has signed into the documents here has signed so out of free will. They have read the document. They've had time to internalize the document. Some people have made suggestions to the document. Some of those suggestions have been carried on board because we are a free people. We do not believe that, and it doesn't matter how much power you have or how much influence you have, you cannot blindfold people into an agreement that they have not read, that they have not understood, and that they later have to complain about. I think it is the height of impunity. I also want to say that the team we are putting together this afternoon is the team that will rid our country of the politics of deceit, the politics of betrayal. We are saying loud and clear that a nation is built on the foundation of integrity, that a nation is built on leaders, on the basis of leaders who have integrity. The integrity of a leader is measured by their signature and their word. If your signature and your word means nothing, that confirms that you have no integrity in you. And this afternoon, we are putting together this team because we want to change the political foundation of our nation so that henceforth our political foundation will be built on the firm foundation of integrity, where your word is your bond. If your signature means nothing, if your word means nothing, then you do not deserve any leadership position in our republic. The worst form of corruption is the corruption of trust. If people trust you, they entrust you their emotions, their future, their aspirations, and you cannot keep your word, you abuse their trust, you corrupt their trust, it is the worst form of impunity, and that is why we stand tall as Kenya Kwanza to say we are going to change the political foundation of our country and bring it back to the integrity of every leader and their word and their signature. Good people, we are set on a journey to take Kenya to the next level. I want to persuade my colleagues, party leaders, who together we have signed these documents this afternoon, that this journey is not about a person. This journey is about the people of Kenya, the 50 million people of our great Republic of Kenya. Kenyans out there want an answer. They want a solution. They want to know whether their next meal is secure. They want to know whether they can go to a hospital and get treatment. They want to know how their children, after school, can get a job. Kenyans want answers. We've asked too many questions. It's now time for us to provide the answers. And I am confident that the team we have here and those who are coming to join us soon, and there are many, will take our great country to the next level. We all believe in a peaceful country. We are all planning to have a peaceful election. We are dismantling the tribal base of our politics, and we are assembling an issue base for our politics. That is the future of our country. Countrymen, I ask you, one and all, to join us in this great task where every vote counts, every person matters, and every corner of our country must pull together. I do not wish to make this a long speech because we have come here for a very solemn occasion to append our signatures, to commit ourselves that we are going to build a team that will prosecute the agenda we have for the transformation of our great country. Let me take this opportunity to invite my brother, Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, to make his brief remarks, as I will all the other party leaders who are here this afternoon. My brother Musalia.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we may just want to conjecture the symbolism of where we are. We are at the Ngong racecourse. When we were young, we used to be told, "Ukimbie kama farasi ya Ngong." Today, Kenya Kwanza is getting bigger. It is getting much more stout. It has become the perfect stallion in Kenya's politics. So we are here because we are unveiling a winning horse. So I stand here to say that let us tell Kenyans that if they want to win and get something of their bet, then they should place their bet on Kenya Kwanza. This is the winning horse. For very specific reasons that the Deputy President has brought out. But the message we really want to send out is that we cannot afford the politics of deceit. We talked about a trust deficit some time back, but it seems people did not learn much about what we were saying. Because right now, what we are seeing somewhere else is that there is a resurrection of that trust deficit. It is still there. And the people on the other side, I can tell you, cannot seal or narrow the trust deficit that Kenyans have been experiencing. Kenya Kwanza wants to put the Kenyans ahead of everything else. We want to put Kenyans first. Azimio are dancing themselves lame before the race or the dance has started. They are dancing themselves lame. Ladies and gentlemen, let us pull together. Let us bring integrity into our politics. Let us work with respect across the spectrum of our political parties. Let us acknowledge and recognize the independence of those parties. But let us build a common collective for the benefit of the people of Kenya. And I know the leadership that has presented itself here voluntarily in broad daylight is speaking for millions of Kenyans. Kenya Kwanza shall succeed. We want to hold hands with other Kenyans, and we shall succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Asante.
Let me ask my good brother Moses Wetangula to come and make his very brief remarks. Tumpigie makofi.
One of my favorite writers, Shaban Robert, would have called this siku ya watenzi wote. And we are here today to affirm and reaffirm our commitment to our country. Paul Newman in the verdict would have said, there's no other day, this is the day. And indeed, this is the day. Because here, we are assembled to show Kenyans that with the will, the determination, and the commitment demonstrated here this morning and this early afternoon, Kenya is truly in safe hands. It's in safe hands because every single leadership of the parties that have been here have a good history with all of us. I'm delighted to see my distinguished old client, Mwandawiro Mganga, coming here to sign, my own classmate, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, Martin Wambora, when I was a young magistrate in Nakuru. He was then the personal assistant to the dreaded PC, Hezekiah Oyugi. And he was our mentor then. And all of us, we can describe everybody and our association. But the most important thing is we have come together because if you ask each of our parties here, we want food on the table of Kenyans. We want to get rid of the fuel queues. We want the farmers to afford fertilizer and seeds. We want farmers to have a market for their produce. We want to take away stress from our teachers, our parents, and our pupils in schools. We want to reduce our public debt. We want to remove impunity from our leadership. We want Kenya where everybody lives with dignity and everybody demands and gets respect. That is the Kenya we are creating here today. Our competitors will fall in the realm of what senior lawyers can tell you here, that there are certain people, after shaking hands with them, you have to check whether you have all your fingers on your hands. Because they have a serious trust deficit. And if your signature means nothing, what then will be the value of your word? Absolutely nothing. We've gone through this hog with many of them, and we know them, we can identify them even from the back as we walk forward. But today, I want to urge all of us, in the words of John F. Kennedy, ask not what Kenya Kwanza will do for you. Ask what you will do for Kenya Kwanza to make Kenya a great country. Because Kenya is a great country, constantly punching below its weight because of a deficit of leadership. And never again should we allow ne'er-do-wells to take the realm of leadership in this country and convince themselves repeatedly but falsely that this country belongs to them. Because this country belongs to the people of Kenya. And it's the people of Kenya who will decide on 9th of August the leadership, and that leadership is right here with us. So as we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, let's all rally behind our team captain, William Samoei Ruto, and demonstrate that he's truly going to be but the first among equals, not the Lord over others, because that's what we have seen in this country. We want Kenya to take its prideful place in the community of nations, starting from our neighborhood, our firm commitment to the integration of East Africa, where our markets lie. Our number 1 trading partner is Uganda. Our number 3 trading partner is Tanzania. And Congo has come on board. We must make this region a great region. And William Ruto and all of us, this team here assembled, we will take the country where Kenyans desire it to be. Not the falsehoods of Canaan, not the falsehoods of all manner of statements that mean very little. Above all, this is not a team assembled by people who want to secure and buttress their past mistakes. This is a commitment, a coalition of the willing, all brought together because we can see where we are going, we can see our destination, and above all, we have all the Kenyans not behind us, but walking side by side with all of us. Let me finish by thanking the courage taken by all of us here, particularly my brother Muturi. And like I said, your brother, the Speaker of the Senate, would have loved to be here, but he's busy nursing votes in Bungoma for his return as our governor. He sends his regards to all of us, and it shows that today the entire legislature is in Kenya Kwanza. The judiciary demonstrated the other day that they are not partisan, but they stand for the truth and they uphold the rule of law in this country. So what is left? A hollow shell on the side of the executive that will not hold anything, whatever you try to do. Allow me now to invite my brother Justin Muturi, who's one of thank you, and here is our speaker. One of his distinctive introductions is that mimi nilikuwa classmate ya Waita. Yes.
Thank you very much, Moses. What Moses did not tell you is that when we met in Bunge, former Speaker Francis Ole Kaparo would want to chastise us whenever you would hear some people shouting, "Kijana, Kijana," because Ole Kaparo did not imagine that there were Vijanas in Parliament. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow party leaders, members of Parliament, officials of many parties that have come together here today, willingly. Like I said on Saturday, when I signed with my Secretary General and the leadership of the Democratic Party, that we joined this alliance, not because anybody persuaded us, but because we were convinced that it is in this alliance that the hopes of the 50 million Kenyans lie. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to repeat what has been said by my colleagues and our captain, the Deputy President, about the issues that Moses has also articulated and MM on the question of what you stand for. If you wish to be remembered, ladies and gentlemen, and you have appended your signature, stick to it. The Honorable Professor Kidiki did indicate, and I agree with him, that we all read this document. We have contributed to its contents. And we can now assure the rest of the country that it is a document designed to take this country to the next level. Please, let us all in one accord stand by this alliance so that we will be distinguished as indeed backing a horse and not a mule. I'm sure you know the difference between those two animals. My brother, the Honorable His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, did give the description about those animals. I'm sure we all know what the mule is good for. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here myself to attest, and that's why I've taken my time. As you know, I'd already signed on Saturday. But to affirm my commitment, I have stuck here to witness my brothers and sisters who have come on board also appending their signature and signifying to the country that this indeed is a tsunami that, or the earthquake that the Honorable Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi predicted. It is happening right here. And like I did say, we will walk the talk. Let us not be told that there is this or the other where we cannot go. We know, like many of us, that there have been many attempts to try and intimidate many of the political leaders, party leaders particularly. You've seen it's already happening in my own party. But take it from me, we will overcome that. That's a small, it's a molehill. We will climb mountains. So please, for those that are desirous of trying to begin that old game, please just know and remember this. It's only a fool that does one thing repeatedly and hoping to get different results. You tried it with my brother Moses Wetangula's Fund Kenya. You failed. You tried with others. My brother Festus Mwangi Kionjori. You failed. You tried with Jibebe. You failed. And many others who are here. So I can only assure you that even on this one, you will miserably fail. Because we are determined to work with Kenyans side by side in ensuring that there is every Kenyan has food on the table, and the many issues that we stand for. We want this country to move forward, and we cannot move this country forward if all we live in is history. We cannot allow history to enslave us. And those that are going to join part of that history after 9th of August, please, let Kenyans go. I'm sure for some of you, I may be speaking in parables, but I'm sure this, the August 9th is very easy to remember, that very soon, many people will become part of that history. And we'll be reading that history. So my good brothers and sisters, mine is to encourage every one of us that please, let us rededicate ourselves in the achievement to achieve what we have set ourselves to in this alliance. Thank you very much. God bless you. And ladies and gentlemen, I will be seeking your permission that I exit immediately, because as you know, the House is, the Honorable Duale made some rules that it must sit at exactly 2:30. And even though there are some people who are planning some things, the Honorable Duale and the others have assured me that we will be. So I want to go and meet them in advance. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thanks, our Speaker. We want to assure you, those Azimio fellows, what they are planning this afternoon in the National Assembly, smarting from your move to join Kenya Kwanza. They have tried it for William Ruto for the last 4 years. It will come to a cropper. And we need to tell the Azimio people, Justin Beden Muturi will serve as Speaker of the National Assembly until the next Speaker of the National Assembly is sworn in. So let them bring it on. Let us now have the party leader of the Jibebe, Governor William Kabogo Mitau. Please clap for him.
Naam, Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, viongozi wa vyama mbalimbali, itifaki zote zikiheshimika, niruhusu kusema Kiswahili kwa sababu ukialikwa kama namba 4 au 5 utajipata maneno yote yamesemwa na wewe huna lolote au chochote cha kusema. Kwanza nijihusishe na matamshi ya wale waliotangulia, kwa sababu mengi wamesema, vile vile ndio hivyo mimi ninavyoelewa. Kwanza niseme chama chetu cha Tujibebe wa Kenya Party au Jibebe ukipenda, tumejiunga na Kenya Kwanza kwa hiari yetu sisi wenyewe. Hatukusukumwa wala kuvurutwa. Na ni kwa sababu lengo letu kama chama cha Tujibebe ni kuinua hali ya maisha wa Kenya. Kila Mkenya ainuke, ajibebe, na sote pamoja tuweze kutengeneza taifa letu la Kenya, haswa kiuchumi, na ni uchumi wa mifuko ya Wakenya. Lakini sitataka kusahau machache. Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, umesema mimi ni mzee lakini tunaendelea kusoma. Nimesikia umesema kuna ufisadi wa aina ya uaminifu, na hiyo nimesoma leo, sikuweza kujua hapo mbeleni. Na ni kweli, kwa sababu wengi usahau, tunakaa kama yule mnyama anaitwa ngiri. Akifukuzwa kidogo, akifika pale anasahau. Kitu mimi ningependa kusema, nafikiri Mheshimiwa Wetangula amesema hapa, tusijiulize ni nini Kenya Kwanza itafanyia Wakenya. Wakenya wajiulize ni kitu gani watafanya na Kenya Kwanza. Na mimi ningependa kusema kinyume ya hiyo kidogo. Niseme Wakenya wamesema miaka mingi, kama kwetu tunasema dhuraku, kuumera, ni kwenda kupiga kura ukijua serikali unayochagua itakuwa ya manufaa kwako kama Mkenya. Kwa hivyo ningependa kusema kama Kenya Kwanza, lengo letu la kwanza ni kutimiza mahitaji na matakwa ya Wakenya wakiwa wote milioni 50. Pia niseme, nimeona huenda tunazungumza nyumba fulani ya poromoka. Na niwajulishe, nyumba mrefu kama KICC, ukiona inaporomoka na usimame na uanze kuiangalia na kuisema, itakuporomokea. Kwa hivyo tuachane na wale ambao nyumba zao zinaporomoka. Sisi tugange nyumba yetu hii ya Kenya Kwanza, na tuombe Mwenyezi Mungu aweze kutujalia tuweze kuchukua serikali mwezi wa 9 na kuanza kuboresha maisha ya Wakenya walio wengi. Kwa sababu viongozi ni wengi, nataka niachie hapo na nikuhakikishie Mheshimiwa Mdavadi, tulikuwa turuke pamoja na wewe pale Bomas. Nikasimama nikasema, mimi yale umesema, mimi fikira zangu naye pia zinaandamana na yale wewe umesema. Sikujua utaruka kesho. Kwa hivyo tukifika mahali tuzonge pamoja, usiniwache nyuma. Kwa sababu sasa imekuwa mimi ni namba 4 na nilikuwa namba 3. Lakini bila hiyo nashukuru Mungu kuwa niko hapa kwa mapenzi yake Mwenyezi Mungu, na roho yangu nipo hapa na sitoki hapa. Na mimi sina matusi na mtu yeyote. Nimesema mara kwa mara, Mheshimiwa Rais ni rafiki yangu, lakini hii kazi sio ya urafiki jamani. Hii kazi ni Kenya yetu, wao wamefanya yao. Sasa wakati umewadia kikatiba kuweza kuondoka, kustaafu, na sisi wenyewe tushikilie gurudumu kulingana na mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu na katiba yetu. Kwa hayo machache, nashukuru kuwa hapa, najivunia kuwa hapa, na tunahofia wengi pia watakuja. Kwa hivyo tukae tumefungua mikono na kusema kwa Mwenyezi Mungu tusaidie baba. Asante.
Your Excellency, I'll seek your indulgence. We allow the original majority leader, Aden Duale, to say a few words so that he can move to the National Assembly and lead our troops to deal with those Azimio characters who want to intimidate Speaker Muturi. Mheshimiwa Duale, 1 minute.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President and our captain for 2022 August General Election, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, Honorable Moses Wetangula, and our key other leaders, party leaders, chairs, secretary generals, and our rank and file. I think today is a good day. I am not a party leader, but I've been unfortunately, I've been a founder member of many parties, beginning with ODM, URP. There was a small party called PDR that later turned into UDA, and then Jubilee, and now we are in Kenya Kwanza. And I have a share of my history, like all these leaders, on the politics of deceit and betrayal. But I really want to ask our leader here, the Deputy President. Our leader, you have an opportunity to bring to an end the culture of political deceit and betrayal that has characterized the pre-independence and post-independence governments. And until, the framers of our Constitution in 2010 insulated your office as a Deputy President. And I'm told around the other team, they're being told, why are you gunning for the office of the running mate? You know the occupant of that office currently is nothing. That is the kind of impunity that is going on. But I hope, Mr. Deputy President, when you become the president, you will not allow people around you and yourself to humiliate, demean both the person and the stature and the character of the office of the Deputy President in accordance with our Constitution. I think you will promise us that. And then that goes down to the other leadership that you will lead. Because I have the experience of what you went through and many, many other leaders here. Secondly and finally, we fought this battle 4 years. 4 years. More so those of us who coalesce around the Deputy President. A number of us paid ultimate price. A number of us were dragged to courts. A number of us were charged with very frivolous charges. The criminal justice system and KRA were used. A number of us, colleagues sitting here, sacrificed their positions, including my brother Moses Wetangula, not only on our side, as the leader of minority. But I think we proved to the people of Kenya that we as the leadership that is here today will not be part of a group that wants to use institutions to destroy political careers, that will use institutions to do conflict of interest and do business with the government, that will use and avert the constitution and create state capture, that they will use institutions and leaders for their own personal and family gains. And as I go to Parliament this afternoon, I want us to assure the people of Kenya, our captain, that this alliance represents the unity of our people, that this alliance will represent the revival of our economy, that this alliance represents how we shall deal with the debt crisis, that this alliance will represent how we restore the safety and security of the citizens and never allow many of our people to die in extrajudicial killing. So I want to urge all these leaders that it's not about the position that we're going to take. It's about how to bring back the dignity and the stature of the people and the country called Kenya. And finally, if you allow me, our captain, let me go tell Azimio team and also the ODM team that I remember they never participated in the first place in the election of the Speaker Muturi. That time they were not in the House. It's when they were busy swearing in their fake president and people's president. So I think they have forgotten that. So if you allow me, let me rush, but wish all of you that we will deliver the people of Kenya to the really Canaan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leader. I now want to request the leader of the Service Party, the Honorable Mwangi Kiunjuri, to come and make his remarks.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, party leaders present today, Secretary General's Chairman, all protocols observed. We as TSP family, we are happy to have joined you today. That we were invited, we honored this invitation because we believe in this cause. We came here because we have a purpose. And when we looked through Kenya Kwanza, and you have been following closely the activities of Kenya Kwanza, we believe that we are in the right formation. That we have had the opportunity as Kenyans to look at the formations that are already here with us today, the Azimio formation and Kenya Kwanza. And Kenyans can clearly see who can lead them to the next level, whereby for the first time, Kenyans will be economically empowered. Because what we are looking for today is not about big words, big things that we can be promised, but it's looking at the suffering of our people. Today, every Kenyan is crying because of the cost of living. And to make the matter worse, you look at this formation of Azimio, and you wonder what is happening with them. But sometimes God works miracles. If you look at what happened with them, when they tabled this budget, you can tell them the writing, you can tell Kenyans clearly that the writings are on the wall. How can you table this kind of a budget that is so oppressive to Kenyans? Kenyans who cannot afford daily meal, and what you are telling them that I'm going to tax you further. And this is the time you are supposed to be bringing them together. At least, even if you are clever enough, you could have at least inserted some few lines there, lie to them that you're going to deal with you now, that you elect us, And we have no sympathy of your children who are not going to school, of those people who cannot pay their loans, of those people who cannot educate their children, and you don't care. However, Your Excellency, if you look at the journey that you have walked through and what you have gone through with this system, we have already tried to tell them that the most important thing today is to ensure that a Kenyan can wake up, feed his family, because if a Kenyan cannot feed his family, you have denied him any other dignity that he can enjoy. That men and women wake up today. Some of them confess that they try to come back home late when the children have already gone to sleep. Because the questions that are going to face them, Dad, are we not going to eat today? It is no longer women who are answering the question. Men are answering questions that our women, our mothers, should be answering. And therefore, for us, we have joined, and we have been with you. We are not joining today. It's not that it's only that we have not been properly admitted. I've already assured you time and again that this journey we are walking together. The most important for us today is to ensure not only that we are going to empower Kenyans, not only that we are going to give our young people meaningful employment, but we must assure them, we must free them from state capture. That this country must belong to all of us. Today, this country has owners, people who decide, a few of them, who will be employed where, which project you go where. They will even decide who will go to jail tomorrow, who should be investigated for this and that. We must free our people from these people. The final words to God, after the miracles were performed, the final words to Pharaoh was, let my people go. Our final word to Asmio, and your major principle, is that you must let Kenyans go. You must free Kenyans. And if you attempt to follow them, what will happen to you is the disaster that happened at the Red Sea. We are going to push you to the oblivion. There is no way Kenyans will sit down again and allow you people to decide their fate when they can decide their fate through the bout. We want to assure you, you can ban all the words that you want to ban. But our people must be enlightened. We have to allow them know that we cannot trust you. We must allow you to know that you are not deep state. Kenyans are deep state. And therefore, kula tutachunga. Because you have no other option. You have only been left with only one option, intimidating Kenyans, making them believe that you can steal an election. You cannot do that. Tuko ngangare, watu wako sawasawa. Ya mwisho. Wakati nilikuwa shule form 4, tulikuwa na methali tulikuwa tunasema. And I looked at this alignment ya Simeo. And Moses tried to emphasize on it, and also my brother Musalia Mudavadi, of who are in that formation. Nikakumbuka hiyo shairi, kuliondokea bwana ambaye kujeba ni tabiaye. Akaoana na mwanamke mwivi jaye. Wakawa wakiulizana, kizazi kitakuwa namna gani? Mungu akawabariki, mtoto akazaliwa. Lakini mtoto mkono ukakaa umekunjwa. Wakashika njia, wakanenda kwa mganga. Kwa mganga mkono ukafuguka. Kumbe Kanama alikuwa ameiba pete ya mkunga. Now if you look at this formation, already we have been told by the party leader, team leader of Azimio, that his key advisor atakuwa rafiki ya Ruto. Huyu ndiye mtu ambaye amezamisha wa Kenya. Kama Kenya imezama kwa sababu ya huyu ndugu yetu. Kama Kenya tumeangamizwa na huyu ndugu yetu. He has intimidated all of us. Now what you are telling us, that you are going to walk the footstep of the same person that we are trying to deliver Kenyans from. Kenyans, be aware. Kenyans, wake up today. And today, we have been commissioned. The party leaders that we are here today, when we leave this gathering today, we are not waiting for any other instructions. Move where you're coming from. We are properly represented. All the corners of this country are represented. And I can assure you we shall put our best foot forward. Asanteni.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kijore. You have said what many Kenyans fear to say. We want to have the leadership of the Economic Freedom Party, Isaac Abe, come and make very brief remarks. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Party Leader, ANC, Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, Party Leader, Ford Kenya, Mheshimiwa Moses Wetangula, other party leaders, Secretary Generals, and party officials, Assalamu alaikum. Mine is very brief. First of all, from the word go, I want to state that I'm here willingly and conditionally. That the reason why I'm here, I believe this is where our interest lies. And from the time we started hearing the word bottom-up economic model, from the time we started hearing pesa mfukoni, we said this is where we belong. And the reason being, in our manifesto, Economic Freedom Party, we say EFP is a Kenyan political party whose focus is economic empowerment of Kenyans, particularly those economically marginalized, women and youth. Economic Freedom Party has a national ideological leaning that is towards founded on a social justice led by the philosophy of inclusiveness. By that, we have been with you, even though we have not been physically with you. Today, we came here only to formalize that. And I want to thank our brother, Mheshimiwa Abdurrahman, Ambassador Mahmoud Saleh, and Mheshimiwa Honorable Adam Barre Duale for making this possible. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is after careful reflection that we, the party, Economic Freedom Party that take care of marginalized Kenyan, that we are here today to officially join Kenya Kwanza Alliance, led by the Deputy President, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. We are here to be counted among Kenyans who have taken a bold step to move together to elevate the economic situation of our people through bottom-up economic approach. EFP believe in the best days of Kenyans ahead by growing economy from the grassroots. The interest of the pastoralist community that includes availability of clean and reliable water for human consumption and agriculture, which is our key to our livelihood. The establishment of a better animal husbandry and the establishment of meat processing industries is essential to our addressing our long-term economic needs. The transport infrastructure to open up the northern frontier is the beginning of the economic freedom of our people and party. Those and more of our issue, including health care for all, we believe in that best be taken care of by Kenya Kwanza Alliance, who have demonstrated solid in commitment to inclusive economic development for all Kenyans. Your Excellency, from Kenya North, one of the qualities that we look for a leader actually in a leader is one, accessibility to that leader. Two, that leader, when he greets, he always bend and lower his shoulder for even the shortest person to reach. And without any doubt, even those who are opposing you today, they all give you that credit, you are that, but that leader. We therefore urge all Kenyans of goodwill to turn up in large numbers on August 9th and the elected leaders within the Kenya Kwanza Alliance for the better future. We join UDA, unlike other political parties, for a healthier nation, a cohesive nation, a prosperous nation, a respected nation among community of nations, and for we believe Kenya first, Kenya Kwanza, and economic freedom. Thank you so much, and we are very grateful.
I now want to call my brother, friend, and colleague, the leader of Chama cha Kazi, the Honorable Moses Kuria, the Member of Parliament for Gatundu South. And I'm sure he has some greetings from Ishaweri.
Thank you very much, my colleague, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, fellow party leaders. Siku hizi mimi ni mchache wa maneno, so I'll be very brief. And as you've heard, we have got some very important business in Parliament. I don't want to belabor you with what has been said. I just want to first recognize people whom we have traveled together in this journey. It's not been easy, starting with yourself. I recall from 2017, when we could sit with you, and you are still hopeful that maybe we are getting it wrong. It took you, in my estimation, 3 years before you started accepting kwamba tunachezo. So all the time you are saying, no, hapana, rais hawezi kutufanya namna hii, mtu ambaye tumetoka mbali na yeye namna hii. So again, being here today, after we were in Kasarani in 2016, when we formed Jubilee, I know it's a happy moment for you, but I also know it's a very painful moment, because these are the same dreams we had in 2016, lakini vile wahenga wanasema kuvunjika kwa mwiko sio mwisho ya upishi. But there's one thing that you had discovered, which on Sunday I was sitting next to a fellow member of Parliament and asking for, why did we miss this for so long? To realize that we have forgotten and almost assumed that guy at the bottom of the pyramid. So you are stubborn. Now ubadilishe hiyo tabia. Because you are very stubborn in saying, no, there's something wrong. Something is wrong with our economy. Something is wrong with our architecture, with our model. We try to tell you, hapana, wacha tuongee mambo ya vile tunaform coalition na hivi, but you really refused and you stuck there. And also to my colleagues, and especially members of Parliament who are from UDA especially. Some few years back, only I think 2 years, the leader of, the whip, majority whip in the Senate was Madam Susan Kihika. Then, because of associating with you, Susan Kihika was removed, and they put Ilongo Kangata, who also joined you. And they removed him, and they put Kimani Wamatangi, who has also been removed because of joining you. I have to sit with Mulcom for him to tell me, because what I was thinking is now we go back to zero, we go back to Susan again, and the cycle continues. Hawa watu, hawa viongozi, wamepitia mateso mingi, and although we are here, taking the limelight as a party leaders, I really want to recognize and acknowledge the sacrifices which your team has made. From people like Kimani Ichung'wah, who are the chairman of the budget committee, Alice Wahome, vice chair of transport, of legal committee, myself from transport committee, and many more people whose only crime was to associate not with a criminal, but with the deputy president who was elected on the same ticket with the president. The late President Daniel Arap Moi set a very good legacy when in 2002 he conceded defeat and went home. despite assurances, despite Salikos Gay crying on the runway. Mwai Kibaki followed suit. He went home, and I want to assure you, as a member of parliament for the President of the Republic of Kenya, he is also going home. And we shall have William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza team as the next government. And this government, as His Excellency has said, it's not about individuals and not about parties. What brings us together is really because we have to save this country. Nothing is working in this country. And I don't know why it is starting with only the liquid products. Hakuna mafuta ya petroli, hakuna mafuta ya kupika, hakuna maji, hakuna maziwa. The only liquid ni ile mimi na Musalia tuliacha tukaachia wengine. Hiyo nasikia bado hiko sababu sijasikia wakilalamika. So we have a lot of work to do. Tuko na kazi ya kufanya to save this country. And I want to assure, this is my 7th, I started campaigning for president when I was 21 years old, and I was in a campaign team for Kenneth Matiba. This is my 7th presidential campaign. I forgot how to lose elections 20 years ago. I forgot. I don't know how to. And we are going to win this one. Make no mistake. Ile kazi tutafanya na Mwami Musalia na Weta, Aisha Jumwa. Nimeona my predecessor, you know I'm the incoming chair of Council of Governors, and Martin Nyaga Wambora is here. Kama Wambora ako hapa, yani devolution yote iko hapa. Speaker Muturi ako hapa. Speaker wa Senate ako hapa. Hivi vyama vyote, hata kuna ingine ya YouTube inaitwa Radical, sijui kwa nini hawakusaini. Hata hao najua wako hapa na tutashirikiana. Watu tutawaonyesha kivumbi. And let me tell you something as I finish. The major difference between this coalition and the other coalition. This coalition, there is joy and happiness being in this family. This is not a coalition, this is a family. Nobody is woken up. Nobody is told to go and do something. The kind of commitment, how else would we survive 5 years of Mateso Kamasio unity and our family ethics and our family attitude? Now with the new members who have joined us, we are going to work together. And let me tell you something, because you know Raila Odinga is my friend. And I want to say it on record that Raila was ready to go home after 2017. It is some people who wanted protection, I don't know for what. Because only people who are guilty go looking for people to protect them, including a man who was ready to go and look after his grandchildren. And you stop him from going home. So my good friend Raila Odinga, because I know also you have been forced, like we are being forced to run again, we shall help you by sending you home. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki sana.
Thank you. Let me call the leader of the Devolution Party, Sophia Kada. Karibu, Madam. Makofi.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Your Excellency, the Deputy President and the incoming President of the Republic of Kenya, all other party leaders in Kenya Kwanza. My name is Sophia Nkatha, and I'm here to represent our party leader for the Devolution Party of Kenya. And I want to say, we as devolutionists, we've read the agreement, we've gone through it, and we affirm our support because the Kenya Kwanza resonates with our ideologies of the party, which is ugatuzi dawa ya Kenya. And that is why we are here today. Na sisi tumesema hatupangwi, mimi sipangwi, and all our party members pia hawapangwi. Nyinyi mnapangwa. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and God bless you.
Thank you. We want to call the party leader of Umoja na Maendeleo, Governor Martin Wambora, who is also the chairman of the Council of Governors. Karibu, Governor.
Asante. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, and also the leader of the coalition, the founding party leaders, and all my colleagues. Good afternoon. Yangu inakuwa very, very brief all the time. And today I've not forgotten my note. As being reminded by the Governor Mutarajiwa wa Kakamega, I'm indeed very, very delighted by this function because it has, as somebody said earlier, it is a real earthquake. There is no doubt. The real earthquake which was forecasted by the party leader of ANC in Andrea. May I also say that I'm very, very impressed by the leadership. I'm completely at home here, niko nyumbani. And it's for a very simple reason. I've met old friends, starting with Weta. I welcomed you in Nakuru when I was a young administrator, and we formed very good friendship, and I'm happy to work with you again. Alafu, party leader of ANC, he has been my customer in 2013, 2017, Kure Country View, Uko Embu. Your room 1, 2, 3 are still there. 1, 2, 3, ukiwa katikati, and your bodyguards on the sides. Karibu, karibu. Alafu, the on-country President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. His Excellency William Ruto, you have impressed me. You have been a friend of mine, and I like your style of leadership. The reason why I brought my wife to your place last time, he was not believing that I can make a call and unasema kuja mara moja, and ikaja. She was not believing that. Because some other leaders can take even 2 weeks before they give you an appointment. And I can assure you, she was very, very happy when I was coming here, knowing that I'm coming to a friend. Now, may I also say that your leadership style is one which has really impressed me very, very much. You are hands-on, unlike many, many leaders. Things cannot go wrong when you are hands-on. I've also discovered that you are action-oriented. Action, action. In a small way, uko Runyenjes, uko Embu constituency, people call me Sheko. Sheko means action. And now, wapi chairman wangu, chairman ako hapo, wapi secretary general, I want to honor you mara moja. Kutoka leo, all the posters, all the billboards will bear the picture of our great leader, William Ruto, mara moja.
Thank you, Governor. We want to assure you, in this formation, you'll never forget your notes because there is no intimidation. This is an easy family compared to where you are. That place is full of intimidation and arrogance. I want to call Honorable Irongo Nyakera for the Farmers' Party to come and briefly make your remarks.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, and also the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya, the other party leaders, SGs, party officials, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Farmers' Party is very happy to be here. At last, we feel that the farmers of this country have finally found a home. And what we know is that the farmers of this country, which is actually the majority, have felt that the leadership has abandoned them. They have seen that in what we've been seeing, the prices of the commodities are coming down. The prices and payment to farmers coming down. The costs that farmers have to pay for, from the cost of inputs to all the other costs coming up and escalating, as we have seen with the cost of fertilizer. Farmers feel that a lot needs to change, that they are tired being at the bottom of the pyramid. Today, the poorest among us are the farmers. When the children are being kicked out of school, it's the farmers' children that are kicked out first. When people are unable to pay for their medical bills, it's the farmers at the front line of being unable to pay their bills. And as such, we feel that this Kenya Kwanza will be looking at the interests of the farmers who are, as I said, are the majority of the Kenyans. Your Excellency, in Kenya Kwanza, we hope that you can make farmers a priority within your structures. And for that to be done, there are a few things that we need to think about for the farmers. First is that agriculture was devolved, and it's a devolved function under the Constitution of 2010. And as such, we need to empower the county governments and give them a lot more support for them to be able to support farmers and work with them closely. And for that to happen, there are things like extension services that were killed after the 2010 Constitution. That's why the farmers are getting very low yields. That's why the farmers are unable to be clear on what they need to do to increase their earnings. Your Excellency, we also need to look at things like value addition. Why is it that Ethiopia and the others have coffee factories, processing factories, and for us, everything we export in raw form? The farmers in this country will benefit the most when we start thinking of how to increase the payout to them. Your Excellency, given my age, I'm 39 years, so I will consider myself youth or youthful. As such, it will be unfair for me to leave the stage without mentioning something about the youth. The youth of this country are also the ones who've been left behind. Every place we walk, wherever we visit, they are the ones, they're jobless, they are hopeless, they are penniless. Also, they have no skills or competencies. We need to empower our young people. We need to give them hope and something to wish for and live up to. Your Excellency, for us as Farmers' Party, once again, we are very happy to be here. We are here willingly, and we are committed to help drive the Kenya Kwanza agenda and your agenda across all the farmyards in this country until we become the 5th. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a turn now for the Communist Party, the Honorable Wandawiro. Come and kindly make some brief remarks.
Rais mtarajiwa wa Kenya Kwanza pamoja na waasisi wa Kenya Kwanza, nikitambua Mheshimiwa Moses Wetangula ambaye alinitetea mara nyingi na akanitoa kwa kifo Kibosi Prison, na Musalia Mudavadi ambaye pia tumesoma naye pamoja, na marafiki zote ambao tumeungana leo tukakutana, viongozi wa vyama vya kisiasa ambavyo vimeungana na huu muungano wetu wa kwanza, Kenya Kwanza. Kwanza nawapongeza nyinyi nyote, vyama vyote, kwa kushiriki kwa huu muungano, kwa sababu swala linalokabili Kenya kwa uchaguzi ambao tutafanya mnamo Agosti 9 ni kwamba tutabaki pale pale ama tutaenda mbele. Na ni wazi tukichagua ule muungano mwingine ni kusema kwamba tunataka tubaki pale pale kama Wakenya, na matatizo yale yale na watu wale wale, na tunajua ni kitu gani. Ni kwamba sisi kama chama cha Communist cha Kenya tumeshiriki katika huu mkataba, tumeshirikishwa kikamilifu, hata tukatoa maoni yetu ndani na yakakubalika kwa sababu yanafanana na manifesto yetu na mambo yote hapo. Tunahakikishia kwamba sisi sote, Mheshimiwa Rais mtarajiwa na viongozi wetu, tukikuwa na ukweli katika huu mkataba huu, kwa sasa tukuunge mkono, tuhakikishe umekuwa rais wa nchi yetu ya Kenya na huo mkataba na utekelezwe baada ya sisi kuchukua mamlaka, na tutachukua ya uongozi baada ya tarehe 9. Tutawapatia Wakenya matumaini kwamba Kenya inaweza kuwa bora zaidi kuliko ilivyo sasa. Matatizo yote yanayokumba Wakenya, ukosefu wa kazi, umaskini wa kupindukia, wachuuzi kupata shida, wafanyakazi kunyanyaswa hapa na kule, na siasa hizi zote za mwenye nguvu mpishe, mnyonge msonge, ambazo zilizoko sasa, tutaanza kukabiliana nazo na kuziondoa. Na mitaa ya mabanda tutaanza sasa kupambana nayo kuiondoa. Ndio kwa maana sisi wa komunisti tunakupongeza sana rais mtarajiwa, na pia hao ndugu kina Moses Wetangula na Musalia Mudavadi, kwa kutambua kwamba swala muhimu ambalo limebaki katika Kenya ni kutengeneza uchumi mpya ambao utashirikisha watu wote wa Kenya kutoka mashinani kwenda juu. Hivyo tutaanza kukabiliana na matatizo mapya ambayo ni changamoto, lakini tukiungana sote na kwa ukweli kwa mkataba, kwa kweli tutafaulu. Asanteni sana.
One last speaker, then I call for vote of thanks. I want to ask the Honorable Dini Nyoro, on behalf of the young people, the young leaders in this country, kuja tu dakika moja, then uende bunge ukalide wale wako pale kwa ile maneno yanaendelea.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Gachagua, His Excellency the Deputy President, na Rais wa 5 wa Kenya, na viongozi wetu wote na Wakenya wote. Niko hapa mbele yenu kwanza nikifurahi sana, kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Deputy President na Rais wetu wa 5, I can now confirm to the population of Kenya and to our fellow citizens of Kenya ya kwamba sasa ile kitu tunatafuta ni gap, kwa sababu naona wewe already sasa ushakuwa kiongozi na rais wa 5 wa Kenya. Nikiangalia hii meza hapa, the front seats, the party leaders today ambao wametuongelesha, na Wakenya ambao wako kule nje wakikuunga mkono, nao naona ya kwamba tunatafuta gap na margin kubwa, na naona ya kwamba tutaweza kushinda yule mtu wa kushindwa mara mingi by over 70% and above on the 9th of August. Na nikienda kumalizia, every country have their critical junctures, and I can see that this year of 2022 is a very critical year for Kenya. Just as China became the China we know today from 1978, and Japan in the 1868, and the UK through the glorious revolution of the 1688, and South Korea in 1962, after General Park became president, I can see the real independence of Kenya, and especially economic independence, is starting this year on the 9th of August. Lakini niko na jambo moja kwa rais wetu, kwa sababu ndiye kiongozi wetu wa Kenya, and the last responsibility lies on him. There is no fuel katika nchi ya Kenya, na tunajua watu ambao wanauza hiyo fuel wako katika serikali yetu ya Kenya, na vioo kubwa. Hakuna gas imeenda juu. Yule anauza gas katika nchi ya Kenya ni kaka ya rais wetu ambaye walisalimiana, ambaye ni handshake brother. Hakuna maziwa kwa supermarket zetu, na wakulima wetu wanauza. Yule anachukua maziwa kwa wakulima na haipatikani kwa supermarket. Ni viongozi wetu tu hawa ambao wanasubua wa Kenya. Rais wetu umepeleka bidhaa ya vitu zote wa Kenya wanatumia juu. Kutoka uga, kwenda mafuta, kwenda gas. Juzi hata serikali yako through Warma wamepeleka hata bei ya maji juu through the water user fee by 300%. And the guys in your government wamekosa adabu kabisa. Leo nimesoma katika gazeti ambayo pia ni yenu, ile mlichukua ya Kenneth Matiba, mkisema ya kwamba mnataka kuanza renovation kwa manyumba za Wakenya, ati muanza na nyumba ya Deputy Rais William Ruto ambaye ni official residence hapa Karen. I want to challenge you guys out there, you murderers of this regime. Sisi wengine wetu ni watoto wa maumau, na kama nyinyi ni wanaume kamili, anzeni renovation katika nyumba ya Deputy Rais Karen, muanza na gate. Mtajua ya kwamba sisi tulipigania uhuru wa nchi ya Kenya. Mumetutapeli kiuchumi, mumetutapeli ki maneno ya siasa, na tunawaambia ng'o, tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8, nyinyi wote watapeli tunawaweka wheelbarrow, tuwapeleke nyumbani. Kenya yetu ikitawaliwa na watu ambao wanaelewa uchumi wa Kenya na kwenye Kenya inaendelea. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
Let me request our Governor Kirinyaga, Bijimiji, and Waiguru, come and briefly say something, alafu shangazi wa taifa, alafu ndio tufunge. Madam Waiguru.
The song is very apt. Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, and the party leader of UDA and the leader of the Azimio Group Alliance. Sorry, oh my goodness. And the party leader of Kenya Kwanza Alliance, my sincere apologies, because I was thinking what I'll say about them. And all the party leaders that are present here, all my colleagues and everybody, good afternoon. I don't have much to say because when you come last, most of the things that you would have wanted to say have been said. But I think what I would want to say at this point in time is first to welcome all those parties that have made the bold step to join us in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. As you have heard, this is an alliance which is more than just a political movement. It is a home for many of us. Many people say that since some of us joined this site, even our facial expressions have changed to be a little bit more relaxed. We smile more often. Because on the other side, you did not know who is your ally, even when you're on the same side, and who was the person pulling you. The person who actually was supposed to be your best friend, you would find is the same person who is actually leading you into the trenches to make sure that you're finished. But on this side, I must thank you, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, for your leadership. You have been exemplary. What everybody is saying, you are reachable. It's actually unbelievable where you get the time. You listen to people, even contrary opinions. When we differ, you have a way of taking charge and leading us in that direction. And us, as your followers, we support you, we stand with you, we have every confidence that Kenya will have the best president ever come August 9th, 2022 this year. We have absolutely no doubt that we will win because we have the numbers. We will win with a huge margin. And now to just respond to that issue that Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro has mentioned. We have seen it reported in the newspapers about them wanting that you vacate the Hustlers Mansion so that they can start renovation in preparation for the next deputy president. We would also, as Kenyans and members of Kenya Kwanza Alliance, request for first the vacation of State House for the preparation of renovation for the incoming 5th president of the Republic of Kenya. I think tuanze na kule juu, watuonesha example, akivacate to renovate, kwa sababu sisi tunajua president wetu wa 5 angependa pia kuingia huko kama kumetengenezwa vile inastahili. Sina mengi ya kusema, niseme tu asanteni sana, welcome home, and we look forward to forging a new Kenya, a Kenya that will uplift the majority of citizens of this country up, and we have every confidence that our bottom-up and Pesa Mfukoni Alliance, Kenya Kwanza Alliance, will deliver in August. Asanteni sana.
Let me call Shangazi wa Taifa, the Honorable Aisha Njumwa.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rigathi, naibu wa rais na rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya, vinara wa vyama tanzu ndani ya muungano wa Kenya Kwanza. Mimi nataka nichukue nafasi hii niwapongeze sana wale ambao leo wamefika katika hafla hii kulithibitisha lile ambalo mmekuwa mkilifanya huko nyumani. Na wakati huu mimi nataka niseme ya kwamba pongezi sana. Mlivyokaa mbele yetu hapa hivi leo ni matumaini kwa taifa zima kwamba uchumi wa taifa letu kuanzia mwezi wa 8 going forward utakuwa uko katika mikono salama. Na hiyo inatupatia matumaini. Mimi nataka niseme wale wengi ambao wako hapa wamepitia katika ile mikono ya wale wanaojua kutapeli. Wakaona ukweli lazima watu waje pamoja, na wote ambao wako hapa wako na nia moja, wako na sera moja, wako na siha moja, na tuko na matumaini na nyinyi. Tuko na matumaini ya uongozi wa kinara wetu ambaye ni rais wetu wa Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya wa 5, Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto. Mimi nataka niseme ya kwamba umepeana matumaini makubwa sana kwa wakaazi na wananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya. Mimi nilianza mbali sana katika safari yangu. Nimeanza kama mtu wa chini sana. Na nataka niwaambie watu wanapopata nafasi wasijiangalie tu wao kwamba lazima cheo hichi baada ya cheo kingine. Unapopata nafasi ni kwamba umepewa nafasi kujenga wengine, kuenua wengine. Watu saa hizi katika taifa letu la Kenya wanapitia shida kubwa sana. Watu wana njaa, matibabu ni shida, hakuna chakula, maisha yamekuwa magumu, pesa ziko na watu wachache sana wachoyo, kwa sababu kuna tofauti ya uchoyo na kuna tofauti ya ugumu na kwamba hauna. Watu wanavyo lakini wamejilumbikizia wenyewe. Mimi kitu ambacho nataka nikupongeze naibu wa rais pamoja na hawa ndugu zako wote. Tuamini kwamba vyeo vinapita, na unapokipata cheo angalia wale wengine kule chini nyanjani. Tuna matumaini nanyi, tunawategemea na tunaamini ya kwamba kama hujaamini tunakuombea Mungu akupe jicho la 3 ili uone kwamba serikali inaundwa hapa. Huu ni muungano kama alivyosema ndugu yangu Profesa Kindiki ya kwamba hakuna aliyelazimishwa. Hakuna atakayefuta machozi hapa kwa sababu ameungana na Kenya Kwanza. Na kuangalia ule mrengo mwingine kule, watu wanatapeliana kila baada ya wiki kuna mtu anatoa machozi. Kila baada ya siku kuna mtu anatoa machozi. Nataka kuwaambia musilie, musikae mahali roho zenu hazipo. Kujeni kwa Kenya Kwanza, mahali Kenya itaundwa, serikali itaundwa, wa Kenya mahali wapo, sisi wote tuendelee. Tunawajua munalia gizani, lakini sisi tunawakaribisha mchana tuungane, tuendelee na safari ya kujenga Kenya. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki, Mungu akubariki rais wetu wa 5, akupe nguvu na afya. Tunakupenda, tutakampenia, tutakupigia kura na tutalinda kura.
Aisha, nimeambiwa ukibie bunge unatakikana huko. I want to call the last speaker, then I'll call the Deputy President to come and wait for us. The Chairman of the UDA party, Senator Johnson Muthama, come and say jambo, and then we'll call the Deputy President to wind up for us.
Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, viongozi wa vyama vilivyokuja hapa siku ya leo, nikiangalia kila mtu amechoka, na wakati kuitwa usungumze kama huu inakuwa jambo ngumu sana, kwa sababu nataka kuruhusu watu waende na una mengi ya kusema. Mimi ni mtu ninaweza kusema maneno mengi. Nimekaa pale nikasikiliza hotuba, lakini kuna jambo moja alikuguzwa nataka kuliguzia. Tuna historia ya nchi yetu ya Kenya. Tunakumbuka muungano wa Kenyatta, Ronald Ngala na Mheshimiwa Ngei. Huo ni muungano uliofanya kazi kwa miaka mingi sana. Ijapokuwa haukuwa mzuri sana, lakini kulikuwa na tegemeo la Wakenya kuungana kuwa kitu kimoja. Mimi niseme hivi, mniruhusu niseme machungu kidogo. Itakuwa hatuko na uwazi na tuko pale kuaminika na Wakenya kama hatutazungumza maneno ya muungano wa Wakenya. Kwa hivyo hii mwavuli tumekaa sasa ya Kenya Kwanza, ni matumaini yangu na maombi yangu kwamba Naibu wa Rais ukichukua madaraka ya kutuongoza tukienda Ikulu, utakuwa na nafasi ya kutuunganisha sisi katika taifa hili, tusahau msemo wa kuitana majina ya kikabila. Tusungumzie maneno ya Wakenya. Ninasema hivi kwa sababu Mpokomo kuwa rais katika taifa letu anataka muungano wa Wakenya ambao uko chini ya mwavuli mmoja. Mborana, Mulendile, hata Mpokot, lazima tukae chini ya mwavuli ambao ni wa Wakenya na unaunganisha Wakenya. Kwa hivyo kutoka hapa nataka tuone tukizungumza vile tutakuwa pamoja, tutaungana na kusonga pamoja ili Mungu atusaidie tuwe na taifa moja. Mambo yaliyoko sasa na yanayoendeshwa na wale wengine, unaona ita huyu ni Mkamba, ita huyu ni Mjaluo, ita huyu ni Mluya, ita huyu ni hii. Halafu mambo inakuwa inachemka na ukabila unaendelea kujengeka. Hapa ni maombi yangu tutakuwa Wakenya. Mungu awabariki, asanteni.
We now want to welcome His Excellency the Deputy President to make the final remarks. Thank you.
Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you. Ni kweli sipangwingwi. Let me, in a very special way, thank all the speakers who have spoken, the party leaders, my colleagues who have spoken on the many issues and on the journey that we begin today going into the future. Congratulations to all of you, party leaders, your officials, and your members, as we all join this great team, the Kenya Kwanza team. We thank God that this has come together in the way it has. We are grateful and we are confident that the journey ahead is a journey that God is going to lead us, and with God, everything is possible. Let me also appreciate the many people who have come so that they can cheer us on as we assemble this team. And as we now come to the conclusion of this function, let me just say two final things. Number one, I understand that we will have a new deputy president in a couple of months after the next general election. But I also understand that he will be, or she will be for that matter, a Kenya Kwanza deputy president. I'm very confident. And I want to tell the good people who want to assist us with the renovation that for Kenya Kwanza, renovating the residence of the deputy president is not a priority. The priority is to sort out the hunger of the close to 3 million Kenyans who today are sleeping hungry. There are many people who are obsessed with positions and with largesse about leaders. I want to persuade them for a difference that please, we have 3 million Kenyans today facing starvation. It is only inhuman if anybody thinks that while we have 3 million Kenyans facing starvation, that the priority is to renovate the residence of the deputy president. Secondly, I appreciate, because I respect my friend, the President of Kenya, when he asked me that he wanted a legacy for Uhuru Kenyatta, and he wanted to run this government differently. And I didn't want to stand in his way. I appreciate that he has delegated responsibility to many other people in government. But I think it's right for us to say there is a crisis in Kenya. There is a fuel crisis in Kenya. Adding on to the long queues everywhere. The long queues, even on a simple matter of SIM cards. We want to ask our people in the CA, please, be human. Kenyans are queuing everywhere. It is not necessary for them to queue for a SIM card, for them to be registered. We have enough time. What is this magic about Friday? The SIM card registrations can wait. Up to December, maybe. It can wait. There is no crisis, unless you are up to no good. And if you are agents, if the CA is agents of the dark forces, we want to tell them they will fail, and they will fail miserably. We asked the other day, and nobody has answered, about the Petroleum Development Fund. What is really going on with the Petroleum Development Fund? 39 billion shillings was in the budget, has been collected, and nobody is telling us what happened to that money. The president signed the other day the supplementary budget so that we can sort out the fuel crisis in the country. The fuel crisis in the country, the queues are getting longer. Surely, Kenyans deserve some answers. It is not enough for the Ministry of Energy to tell us long stories about there being no being there aboard. Money has continuously been collected. Kenyans have continuously paid taxes on fuel, and money has been collected under the Petroleum Development Fund. Where is this money? Where is it going? Why are the queues getting longer? We appreciate that the whole of government has been mobilized to run the Azimio project, but surely it cannot be at the expense of 50 million Kenyans. It cannot be so that we can have long queues everywhere. The Kenya Kwanza government will sort out many of the things. We will sort out matters to do with unemployment. We will sort out the cost of living. We will sort out issues to do with access to credit. We will sort out matters to do with universal health coverage. But I request my friend, His Excellency the President, surely we cannot wait for the next government for us to sort out the fuel levy crisis. The people who have been delegated that responsibility by His Excellency the President must either up their game or ship out so that other deserving Kenyans can sort out the matters in the Ministry of Energy. I think that's really the bare minimum we can ask as Kenya Kwanza with a lot of respect, because we have a situation in Kenya, and I think the project can wait for a few days for the fuel levy to be sorted out, and then we can continue with the game and the music as we have always done. So with those many remarks, let me say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly grateful to each and every one of us who's been part and parcel of this great and successful occasion. I welcome all of you to the Hustlers Mansion for lunch before the renovations. Karibuni sana.
Thank you very much. We will have now the national anthem, and everybody is, God bless you. Let's have the national anthem and the closing prayer. I don't know whether the bishop is still with us. Yes, Bishop, come, please come. DJ Ngoja kidogo. Thank you so much. National anthem, East African Community Anthem, and the closing prayer.
I want us to just bow our heads and then we pray. Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before you again. Better the end of the matter than the beginning. We are glad to have gathered in